Assalamu alaikum. I'm Malik Hodge, an entry warrior of the Midwest and a messenger of the covenant, representing the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals, the self-taught one. Master Suleiman is giving us the engine of the gospel of Revelations with the angel key that gives us the understanding of the unsealed scriptures. This presentation is titled The Time and we're going to begin this with the Holocaust. The Holocaust. The 466 years of terror. That we have experienced here in the hills of North America, what they are trying to make critical race theory. What they're trying to say is we was just in slavery. Slavery is just minimum overhead with maximum profit. Economic situation. However, we were dehumanized, first of all. We were taken from our land, kidnapped, brought to a strange land, being afflicted the whole way over, and being afflicted the whole time of being in this strange land. Dehumanized, made and lowered to the degree of an animal, fed shitterlings, literally fed cow dung, which is shit. Fed so much shit now, many of us has shit for brains. Brothers and sisters, we have made it through this 466 years of terror and horror. We have made it through being hung, castrated, mutilated, amputated, sodomized, skint, burned by the stake, hunted, skin used to make belts, peeled like skint, hair used to fill pillows, stuffed cushions, heads amputated and put on display like a deer head, a big buck, or an elk, or a bear head, bear skin. Children used for bait to hunt alligators. We've made it through this. But they want to call these things that we made it through a theory, as if the things that we made it through is theoretical. Like it hasn't happened. Like it's not a part of the American history or the fabric of this country. The countless brothers and sisters in their penal system that they use to re-enslave us in, to keep us, to physically slave us or hold us again so they can get that free labor, so they can use our energy. They wrote these laws and put laws in place to keep us detained in their ways, in their thinking, in their in the realm of where they wanted us at, and kept us binded like we are inside of walls, inside of their laws in this lawless land. Because no laws pertain to the black man and woman ever. We is considered an animal. And that's what they think of us. That's the hate they had for us. They hate and has hated us since we've been here. For what? Because we're loving people? Because we're righteous by nature? We did nothing to them. They came and took us. Took us. Kidnapped us. Dehumanized us and start selling us like animals. Raised our children as animals. Took our mind, our God, our culture, everything away from us. Stripped us of nothing. And now they want to act like nothing's happened. It's a theory. Don't tell our children. Don't show the world what we've been doing or what we've done to the black man and woman. We don't want nobody to know. However, it's too late. This horror and terror that we've experienced has cost. It's costly. It's going to cost you dearly. The consequence is at your door. The time has come. So, brothers and sisters, we're not going to allow them to get away with trying to lessen, from trying to sweep it under the rug, from trying to quiet the facts of the truth. We're not going to let them get away with trying to call this slavery. However, if they want to act like it's a theory, then act like the consequences of theory. If they want to say it was slavery, we'll just call the consequence slavery. However, we're not going to let them get away with it, and they're not going to get away with it. And with that, we're going to get right into our topic for this evening, the time. The time. The time we are in right now. They have given Iran 3 days to the 15th to decide are they going back into or they're going to sign the last draft of the JCPOA. So, excuse me. We're in a time, a very pivotal time, brothers and sisters. A time of the abomination of desolation. The time of this JCPOA. The Injil, the unsealed scriptures, as we've been sharing with you over and over and over again, to warn you of this time. Brothers and sisters, this is not to persuade you to do anything. This is to give you the understanding of the time that we're in. What could anything be worth? What is life worth when the time that in this world that you're living life in, the time is up? What happens when that time comes to elapse? Because this world, this civilization, these beasts, mankind has a time limit on them. And their time is fastly approaching the end. However, we are timeless beings, people. But we're not going to get sidetracked. I'm going to keep this straight forward on the JCPOA in that time. This JCPOA, we've shared that Iran is not going back up under the foot of the nations. Iran is not going to sign the JCPOA, which is going to cause the war to break out in heaven, which is the Middle East. So, they have to make a decision by the 15th, which is three days in time away from today. So this period of time, when you see this, and you find out that the JCPOA, Iran has declined the JCPOA, what that should bring you to the point of time in your mind that we've been sharing with you. The time that this world is in, the time that the living the world is in, and how the time is going to affect everything around you, your life, your existence. So, with us sharing with you that this JCPOA is going to be the spark that's going to start the war in the Middle East. And false Israel, America, Britain, the House of Saud, Saudi Arabia, and 6 other Sunni nations or Sunni countries have made an alliance and is sharing with you that if Iran don't sign this JCPOA last draft, that the European Union, the P plus 5, P5 plus 1, is it P1 plus 5, P5 plus 1, the European Union has given them a time limit. America is giving them a time limit. So when this JCPOA is not signed, another point in time from the unsealed scriptures have been met, or we have gotten to this period in time that onlooking should ignite your mind to see what's been given to you ahead of time. Is being given to you for the time. So you should know that you need to accept the truth to keep up with the time. or the time will pass you by and you will get left in time. The scriptures tell us many of our people will lose their lives for the lack of knowledge. For the lack of knowledge. But when the knowledge is being given to you ahead of time and being spoken to the point that you can go look, check it out, research it, and find out that the truth has been coming and being shared with me over and over for a good length of time. For be ahead of time. So now that that time has come and you see that point and you see what was shared before the time happened, you need to speed up and put yourself in harmony with the time. The time of the truth that is being given to you. The truth that has been given to you ahead of time because you're trying to find yourself out of time. Out of time. This should allow you to see that the truth has been given to me. I need to put myself in time with this truth so I can prolong my life and put my life in tune with the time so I can move on through time. This should open up your eyes to say, wait a minute. How many things that the scriptures are sharing, the unsealed scriptures, so that being spoke to you, how many things have to happen that you can see and check the time with before you accept the truth that will put you in harmony with the time. (1619 to 2019). 400 years. 400 years. 2020. The plague comes immediately out, killing the firstborn of the Caucasian nation. Across the globe, killing, decimating, brought the Caucasian white man's systems, economic system, brought their societies to a standstill. It didn't pass none of them over. However, it was shared that some of us may get it, but you won't die from it. We had no major outbreaks in our Africa, Haiti, in our countries. But they pushed these jabs on the countries, assassinated presidents to get the jabs in the countries. And we're looking on at the truth that's being given. And is got a block up from accepting the facts, the truth. Why did you go through the 400 years? I'm not persuading you. I'm just giving you the facts. Why were we taken from our land? Brought to this strange land, dehumanized, afflicted for 400 years. Nothing changed. Well, nothing happened for you. The God came himself and said, I'm the God. Even if you didn't want to accept him, he came. Bro, give you the knowledge of yourself. Never knew you was the God. You didn't know that the Caucasian white man was the devil. You didn't know you was living out the scriptures because all your knowledge was taken from you. Everything. You ain't know nothing about yourself. But you know these things. All these things that you know that you're living out Exodus. You know that you're living out the scriptures. And everything that in the scriptures, the Injil, or the 98% or 90 some, let's say 98% of what's in the Injil took place after after the dragon, after the the 1500 years, or after the 1500 years of say after the Dark Ages, after the beast was let out the abyss. So all these things that's in the scriptures, the revelations and all the things that's being shared with you about in the scriptures, those things happen after the 400-year stay of the true seed of Abraham in this strange land. After they have been afflicted. So the basis of the scriptures happened, the book tells you, after my people have been afflicted. So that 400-year period came. Thomas Jefferson signed this 1619 project. What's the 1619 project? Okay, you know what that is. The actual time that slavery in their write-up started. The project. I don't know. It's a project. I mean, slavery, no, the affliction, the Holocaust started in 1619. 2019 in that 400 years. After the 400 years, immediately after the time, something to get their mind clicking again. The plague that will kill the firstborn. Immediately after the 400 years, the God, the Joshua, the Son of Man, the one that's giving you the information, the one that's reminding you of the covenant, the messenger of the covenant, the one that's getting you your mind back, that has the unsealed scriptures, the one that unsealed the scriptures, that is letting you know play by play what's taking place far ahead of time. These things that is being shared with you and me and us, that you wouldn't know nothing about. Nothing about. You have never heard any of it, ever. It didn't just fall out of the sky. The Injil didn't fall out of the sky. The ark, the design of it, the four beasts, all these things that the scriptures gave a diagram to how to put these things together. And the scriptures was sealed to keep its authenticity, to keep it from being corrupted. And in this time, this one will come, one that will break the seven seals and give you the understanding of the unsealed scriptures. Now, we're in the time. We're in that time of this time of the spark, the JCPOA not being signed. That is going to spark the abomination of desolation, which is the war in the Middle East between Michael and his angels, Master Farad Muhammad. Iran and Syria will be going to war with the dragon and his angels. The House of Saud, Saudi Arabia, Britain and America, false Israel, and those other 6 nations that have made this alliance in among the Abraham Accord to keep the true seed of Abraham out. They have a common interest. A common enemy or enemies. That is causing or bringing a this word, I can say it sometimes it get off, it's a tongue, it ties my tongue. Embryonic threat. So with the truth being given to you, and you see this, and it's been shared to you years in advance, speaking on it, drilling it, so when you see, you have to put yourself in harmony with the time, for the time won't pass you by. We're dealing with the actual time, that if you don't put yourself in time, time will pass you by. You will be left in time. Now, in the next few days, 3 to be exact, open your eyes. Make sure you're listening. Tell your friend. Tell your mama. Tell your loved ones of the time once you see what happens. This should be another prime example for your mind to start to think, to be woken up from what's taking place in the real world, and get your damn mind off of the NBA, off of this upcoming football season, or who's in the playoffs or near the playoffs in this baseball season, or what shows is out. All this clouding, all these things that are clouding your mind and trying to keep you out of touch from the real world, trying to keep you in the matrix, trying to keep you lost from what's taking place in the time, in real time, so you can know how to prepare and keep yourself safe and put yourself in harmony with the truth to keep you moving in time. So, I'm not going to keep you just allowing you, giving you what you need, the truth, the facts, another opportunity to see what's being given to you ahead of time. So when the point in time arrives, and you see that what's being shared with you is the truth, and it puts you in harmony with what's real, what's happening that is real, that is really the time, what is being produced and what is moving, what is causing time to move, what putting you in real time on real events that is causing or moving, that is making time. So that you can put yourself in line with the time in the truth of the time, in the truth that will keep you in time and moving through time. However, this abomination, the desolation, the war in the Middle East, America and Britain, Saudi Arabia is going to be kicked out of the land or taken down. America and Britain is going to get kicked out the Middle East. Kicked out. False Israel is going to be sieged and then destroyed. Those other 6 nations, they're going to get exactly what they asked for, wiped out. You join those that are against. You join with Satan and the devil. You join the dragon and his angels. You get taken out with the dragon and his angels. And that's what's going to take place. That's going to be the shock of the hour. Because all these religious folks, all these lies, all this America sitting to counter the Elijah's or Master Farah Muhammad's and Elijah's narration that we're the true seed of Abraham. In 1948, they were set over there to keep that narration, to change that narration. However, all the lies will be made to be seen, be cleared up. And the world will be shocked and hearts will faint. A lot of people might just drop dead from heart attacks, strokes. Their minds is going to be blown. Aneurysms from the truth. When the facts come that the black man and woman is the true seed of Abraham, have to be. And that everything that is taking place, that is happening in the world and to this civilization is being caused by the true seed of Abraham. This is why. This is the consequence that Egypt is facing. And this world, this civilization is being brought to its end because its time is coming to an end. So, brothers and sisters, the opportunity, another opportunity, ahead of schedule, ahead of time. The chief demon's not giving you this information. He's the devil's son. He's a demon. He can't tell you anything. So you just keep watching the weather and see if that's going to keep you in time. However, this is another opportunity to see time, a point in time come and be witnessed from in real time and in the time of this reality, this angel reality that is being brought in, this vision, the real time that the world is being directed by, that is causing time. You can see it. You will be able to see it and take it and understand it. You need to get yourself. This is another opportunity for you to see it come and then align yourself with the truth that's being given to you. And let go all this falsehood and these preachers and these demons and all these people trying to keep you away from the Abrahamic covenant, trying to keep you away from the messenger of the covenant trying to keep you away from your Messiah or your Jesus or the Son of Man, trying to keep you away from the truth that's being given to you, that is going to give you your mind back and give you your reward, and you will be taken back to your land that the Abrahamic covenant promised you. You will be given your land between the great river Egypt and the great river Euphrates. You will go back here again. That Abraham know of a surety that your seed will be a stranger in a strange land, and they will serve and be afflicted. And that nation whom they serve, I will judge, and I will bring them out with great substance. And they will return after in that fourth generation, they will return there again. So this time, it's been another point in time is being made about a point of in time will happen in your face again to give you an example, an understanding of who's giving you the truth and what is the truth, so that you can accept it and put yourself in harmony with the truth that will keep you aligned in time. With that, I'm going to bring this to a close and greet you as I came in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu Alaikum.